really?
Yep, we're there.
No way! Hello, Internet land.
Oh, God. I don't know about you, but for the last 2 days, my entire life has just revolved around the Daredevil Netflix series. I literally just finished it less than an hour ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I heard about that, but I haven't started watching it. I blame falling asleep on my couch.
It's amazing. Like,
Right on.
this is one of those things, not only do I think I can hand it to people who, like, I can get people who don't like comic books to watch it, I think I can get people who don't like Daredevil to watch it. And I'm not just saying that because John is watching it. It's like, even he's come back, he's like, holy shit, this show's really good.
Ooh. Well, I know what I'm doing after the podcast.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Has that restarted again?
This tonight is the first night. It starts about the same time we are, so there's no way we're getting viewers right now.
Oh, God. Well, in that case, since we have no viewers whatsoever, I'm going to say the following thing. It's not that good that you have to sit there and watch it. Then again, it is the opening. And I do really want to see what happens with Arya Stark. So, yeah, it's good.
I have HBO now. I can watch it whenever I want.
Oh, I hate you.
Which I'm going to do after this podcast. Because I already finished Daredevil, so I need something.
I'm jelly.
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio as Wilson Fisk. Oh. Fuck Loki. He's the villain of the cinematic universe as far as I'm concerned right now. Anyway, as usual, I'm your friendly neighborhood geekazoid, Evan Ransom. My host today is the Rabbit himself, known as Rabbit.
What's up?
Tonight's episode, Winter is Leaking.
Really? It's leaking?
Yeah,
I didn't know it had a hole in it.
4 episodes of Game of Thrones got leaked out a bit early.
Ooh. Well, I guess I'm going to be watching that instead of Daredevil.
I am not. I'm only going to watch the first episode when it airs, and here's why. Because if I watch all 4 now, I have to wait another 4 weeks before I can watch a new episode. It's already bad enough I had to wait this long between seasons. So, And isn't it funny? I get HBO now just as this new season starts. Isn't that a coincidence?
Oh, it's one of those happy accidents that just kind of occurs.
Yep. Wasn't planned at all.
No.
I like my medieval boobies. Anyway, with exposition.
Yes.
Moving on to film. Let's get this party started. I got a lot of film news. I actually had to cut back on some of the film news. There was so much of it. Theatrical releases this week. Child 44, which I'm assuming is just about someone's illegitimate children. Monkey Kingdom, which is some Disney nature thing. Paul Blart Mall Cop 2, which is proof that God does not love us. And Unfriended, which is also what God did to us. Possibly because we created Paul Blart Mall Cop 2.
Yeah.
Speaking of sequels and home videos, we got The Woman in Black 2, Angel of Death, a.k.a. the one that doesn't have Harry Potter. Maps to the Stars. Don't know what the fuck that is. The Babadook, which I really want to see and hope it comes on Netflix so I don't have to pay for it. God Help the Girl, because I'm assuming she's going to watch Paul Blart. You're Not You, which is what I'll say to you if you plan to watch Paul Blart. Batman versus Robin, which is how far Batman's willing to go to make sure Robin doesn't see Paul Blart. And Big Eyes, which is what you'll wish for, so it'll be easier to stab them out if you bother to watch Paul Blart. I don't think it's going to be a good movie. Can you tell?
I'm assuming it's going to suck so hard that it's going to make the entire summer movie season suck because of it.
Thank God it's almost over. We're going to need some Avengers to save us from this one. May 1st.
Yeah! Yes!
I'm watching it a day early. Anyway, in the rumor mill this week, it looks like we may already have a director for the Aquaman movie starring Jason Momoa. I have to tell myself not to call him Khal Drogo or Conan. I have to remember his name is Jason Momoa. And it looks like it may be former Saw director, recent Furious 7 director, James Wan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the one looks, according to rumor mill, he is the main contender at the moment.
Well, if he's made, what besides Furious 7, what else has he made? Do you know?
He did at least the first 2 Saw movies, I think, and he directed one of my favorite movies, Death Sentence.
Well, this will be odd because I don't know. Not a big fan of Aquaman. I don't honestly think he can control Cthulhu either. F you comic books. It's Cthulhu. But I don't know how they're going to film it. I don't know how they're going to make that happen. I mean, is it going to be like Waterworld except with a dude talking to fishes instead of a dude that is a fish?
I don't know. The thing that's not what concerns me. What concerns me is James Wan seems to be one of those directors who needs a small budget. Because, kind of like David Lynch, you give him a big budget, you wind up with a 10-hour movie called Dune.
Or you end up with an awesome series called House of Cards.
David Lynch had nothing to do with that.
Is that David Lynch that is the director of House of Cards? He did Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
What am I thinking of that?
If it makes perfect sense without you having to think too much about it, then it's not David Lynch.
I'll have to look.
We also got a few first looks this week. Ryan Reynolds, who is just a comic book fan's darling right now, gave us our first glimpse of what Wade Wilson's face will look like without the mask.
Oh, did that get out there? I was waiting for that.
Yeah, he put it up on. He's basically been leaking things on Twitter. I still haven't gotten over when he revealed the costume for the first time, and it's him just like draped out across the bearskin rug.
That was wonderful.
I really hope his wife took the picture. Oh, God. Speaking of Marvel characters, we also got actually all our first looks are Marvel characters. I did not notice that until now. We got our first look at the brand new Thing for the Fantastic Four movie coming out in August.
Hopefully it's better than the other Fantastic Four movie.
I think it'll be better than the other ones, but it still will be a disappointment to me. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around why the Human Torch and the Invisible Woman, who are brother and sister, but one is black and one is very, very white.
Yeah.
I'm confused. And I never...
Maybe they're adopted now.
Yeah. And they went with a young Reed Richards, which is odd to me. Also, the other thing I don't understand about the black thing is if you're going to make one of them black, wouldn't you make it Reed Richards or Ben Grimm?
Maybe they thought it was too obvious.
Yeah, well, I'll admit, I do not expect... God, that's just weird. I barely was able to believe it in How I Met Your Mother when Wayne Brady played the brother of friggin' Neil Patrick Harris. But then again, there was a reasonable explanation for that. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. Or why the Thing is naked. That still bothers me.
Yeah.
Anyway, in Avengers Age of Ultron, thanks to Entertainment Weekly, we finally got to see the Vision. And Paul Bettany looks fantastic.
Woohoo!
Yes, according to the rumor mill, it is close to 3 hours, but this is also possibly the best movie Marvel has done so far. Last time they said that, we got the Avengers.
Yeah. So, they mean it. At least.
Mm-hmm. And of course, after Avengers, we get Ant-Man. And with Ant-Man, we got our first look at the villain Yellow Jacket. Apparently, he's covered in guns. Laser guns.
Oh. Okay.
Because when I think I have to fight a guy called Ant-Man, I need lasers. Freaking lasers.
Definitely need them. Mm-hmm.
And in casting news, as has been confirmed, we are getting a Tron 3, and it has also been confirmed that both Garrett Hedlund and Olivia Wilde will be reprising their roles for the movie. Here's hoping her husband doesn't knock her up before she needs to film.
Oh, please. Please no.
Yeah, which is apparently a possibility because according to her husband, they fuck a lot.
Well,
if you actually look at pictures of him like before and after he got into a relationship with her, he's lost weight. He is much more fit.
Oh, it's all that. Well, I can't remember if she's a vegan or a vegetarian. Either one of those things will make you thin and sickly.
The important thing is he's a vegetarian. Now, because sometimes the penis gets tired. Anyway, it looks like we're getting some Harry Potter spin-offs, and once again, rumor mill says #1 contender for the main character is Eddie Redmayne. Don't know the nature of the spin-offs, but this guy recently got the Oscar for The Theory of Everything. He played Stephen Hawking. Or, as I like to think of it, that wonderful geek with a weird-looking mouth. Seriously, he's all stretched out like. Nothing against him, makes him distinct, but hell, they should have hired him to play Reed Richards. I believe it in a heartbeat. And in Beauty and the Beast news, because we're getting a live-action version of that, because Disney at some point said, why do we need original ideas? We can just take our animated movies and put actors in them. Looks like we got a Cogsworth, Sir Ian McKellen.
Oh, really?
Yep. Which makes me hope that they can somehow get Patrick Stewart to play Lumiere.
That'd be good.
Those two are just adorable together.
Mm-hmm.
It's too bad it's like they don't have him playing Watson in the Sherlock Holmes movie Ian McKellen's in. That'd be awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that'd be fucking.
Yeah, Mr. Holmes. Yeah. Apparently, I actually learned a little bit about the plot of that movie. It's apparently him going back and revisiting an unsolved 35-year-old mystery because in his old age, his brain is starting to deteriorate, and he wants to see if he can take care of it while he still has his faculties.
Is this set in like Victorian England or present?
I believe this would be early 20th century because at this point, Holmes is like 95. They actually had to age Ian McKellen because he's 20 years younger than the role itself.
Damn. Man, he gonna look old.
Yeah. And let's see, in pre-production news, Rabbit, this news makes me so happy. Director Brad Bird has confirmed that he is currently working on the script for Incredibles 2.
Yes.
Or as I like to think of it, the real Fantastic Four franchise. God, why can't you do a Fantastic Four movie? He's direct live action now. That movie would be awesome.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah, just like 20th Century Fox. Call them up and just be like, you know that movie, The Incredibles? Do that. Also, it has been confirmed, this is actually kind of a double, both film and TV. Sony has gotten the rights to the Dark Tower series, and they are working with MRC, who is co-financing a project, to create a series of films based off of the books, with MRC handling a television series which will be complementary to them.
Oh, really?
Yep. They're going all out.
Damn. Apparently Stephen King just doesn't have enough money.
I don't think he actually keeps track of how much money he gets for this stuff anymore. I mean, he's already got this thing where if you're like a new artist and you want to adapt one of his works, all you have to do is prove to him the project's going somewhere, and he'll give you the rights for any of his not already taken properties for just $1.
Really?
Yeah, that's how Frank Darabont got his start. It's because he wanted to do Shawshank Redemption, and Stephen King only charged him $1. It's like that with like new filmmakers. I think people did work in comics. He's all about giving new talent a chance.
Cool.
It's like I said many times. I'm not the biggest fan of Stephen King, the writer, but I am a huge fan of Stephen King, the man.
Stephen King, the writer, is an amazing writer. I mean, he's made some out there stuff, but he's also made some amazing things like Shawshank Redemption and Mile and the Dark Tower series, which is freaking awesome, and numerous and countless others. I think he gets crapped on more than he actually should. Then again, I'm also a fan of Dean Koontz, and everybody hates Dean Koontz.
I'm not crapping on him. I feel like my issue with him is he's probably arguably the best idea man in literature. The guy is a wealth of ideas for stories and plots and imagination. It's just because he cranks them out so quick, especially back in the 80s when he was at his height, he doesn't really give them proper time to gestate and flow, and so he falls back constantly on his own cliches.
Yeah.
So I will never say he's a bad writer. He's not a bad writer. It's more around the lines of he's an okay plotter.
Yeah. I give you that. That and Lamp Monster. Ah.
Besides, this guy's done a lot more than I did. I can't say anything. Shit. And finally, for pre-production news, it's been announced that apparently we're getting a movie based off of the video game Five Nights at Freddy's.
Huh.
I am not familiar with this game. I assume it's a horror game.
I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Well, damn.
Well, damn.
Well, we'll just move on to our last bit of film news. This is one of those things I just have to report because the ridiculousness of it just entertains me.
Mm-hmm.
Gillette has revealed their new series of Avengers-themed razors. Just in time for the Age of Ultron movie. I hope they use it in the movie itself. That'd be the most wonderful product placement ever.
Oh, God. Buy our expensive razors, which will be more expensive because of licensing.
I don't know, it'd be funny if one of the razors, like the Iron Man one, is somehow designed so it can only shave the sides of your face, but it can't get the hairs in like this area.
Oh, God.
It's like the Captain America one gives you a good clean shave, but if you use the Thor one, you're going to find yourself with a 5 o'clock shadow, even if you didn't have hair there to begin with. The Jeremy Renner one, the Hawkeye one, will just take over your brain and make you turn on the local intelligence service. And the Black Widow one is for the ladies. Which they did confirm. Apparently, yeah, in the sequel, Bruce Banner's going to be tapping that.
Woo-hoo.
Don't know how he's doing it, since his movie kind of says, nope, you can't get laid without turning into the Hulk. Well, wait, that's why she likes him.
Yeah.
Come on, Hulk, smash.
Big green dudes. Hulk smash.
Whew. Our home video releases for television is the Metal Hurlant Chronicles, the complete series. I had to put that one down because Metal Hurlant is a European anthology comic series. A lot like Heavy Metal. You know, great art, stories are shit, but you can see movies. Power Rangers Megaforce Season 2, Volume 3, Perfect Storm. They're doing multiple seasons of these Power Rangers things. Okay. I do this for the sake of geek, but just saying this title makes me feel bad. Teen Titans Go! Season 2, Part 1, Appetite for Disruption. Oh, God. And Thriller, the complete collection. For those who do not know, that is often regarded as the greatest horror television series ever made. So that'll be coming out this Tuesday. And casting news, it looks like we may have a title character for Preacher. The man who played Howard Stark, Dominic Cooper, looks to be the front runner to play Jesse, the main character of Preacher. I am
Preacher. That's a comic book series by Warren Ellis.
No, Garth Ennis
or
and Steve Dillon about a Texas preacher who gets the word of God and goes on a cross-country trip to try to find him after he finds out that he abandoned his post.
Oh.
And is joined by his gun-toting girlfriend, Tulip, and his bastard Irish vampire friend, Cassidy.
Huh.
And they had already cast those other two. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, that sounds like it'll be great.
Oh, yeah. Especially the guy that got to play Cassidy. You probably weren't here last week when I mentioned that one. You ever watch that show Misfits?
No, I haven't actually.
If you get to season 3, there's a character played by a man named Joseph Gilgun. And if you're familiar with the comic series and you've watched any episode with that character in it, you'll be like, yeah, that's perfect casting.
Cool.
All right. Let's see. Also, it has been announced that apparently we're going to be getting a spin-off to Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Oh, really? A spin-off of that?
Yeah, no word on exactly what the spin-off is yet. I don't know if it's going to be about another group of agents. Maybe it's going to be just all about Deathlock. Don't know. But it has been confirmed. We're getting a spin-off. I suppose you can say Agent Carter was kind of a spin-off too. So I need to watch that. I heard that was really good.
Yeah.
Also, Netflix has renewed Arrested Development for a whole new season, 17 episodes.
Well, let's see how well it does, see if they get another one.
I don't know, man. After Daredevil, I'm not kidding. This blows almost every show they have out of the water.
True.
The thing that depresses me the most about it is that I think I have to wait until after they do Defenders before I have any chance for a season 2.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I'll get to see Daredevil again in the Defenders, so I get that. Oh, and just in case anybody was wondering, yes, there are ninjas.
Huh.
Be weird to have Daredevil without him. Also, we got a teaser trailer, came out earlier this week. Not sure if you saw it, for the second season of True Detective.
I saw that. I never watched the first season of it. I've seen various clips from it that make it look pretty awesome. Does it follow the same detective pair, or is it like one of those where it's from a different showing or different side?
It's like American Horror Story. Each season is its own self-contained story, which is why they have a complete change in the cast this time. It's like last one was taking place in some off-road area of Louisiana and starred Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey. This one is in an off-road area of California, and it's got Rachel McAdams, Taylor Kitsch, Colin Farrell, and I think Vince Vaughn is playing some kind of like crime boss or something.
Yeah.
So,
it'll be interesting.
Yeah, I love the first season, so I'm looking forward to this. Also, it gave me Alexandra Daddario naked. I'm really glad she did that before age considering, because wow, what a body. I am not kidding. Whew. It's like, as far as I'm concerned, if there's some kind of weird nudity karma thing going, Alexandra Daddario has met it. She doesn't need to do any more nudity anymore. We are good. And finally, in television news, we got an announcement about the upcoming Showtime Twin Peaks series, which is that David Lynch has left the project.
Huh.
Yeah, that's kind of worrisome. The guy who created the show is saying, I'm not going to be involved with this.
Well, you never know. Maybe he'll be involved in getting the next director for it. Maybe it was a scheduling time for another thing that was coming up that he thought, I don't necessarily need to direct this.
I don't know. I haven't gotten any details on what's going on there, if he just didn't like the direction, they won't listen to him or what, but still, it's a little off-putting that at first he's one of the people who's like, yep, we're doing it again, and then a couple weeks later, he's out. So we'll see. Showtime's been doing good stuff lately, so moving on to video games. Our releases for this week are The Age of Wonders 3. Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming out for Windows.
Yep.
Knights of Pen and Paper 2. Mortal Kombat X, or 10, depending on how you look at it. And Titan Souls. Annoyingly, the only bit of news I got for video games this week is that a gameplay trailer was released for The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt.
Yeah. I can't remember whether or not if that one was all pre-rendered or what. I thought there might have been some controversy about it, or people could have just been excited about it. I'm not a big fan of the Witcher series, personally.
Yeah,
I've never really played it. Never really got into it. Not a fan, but just never played it.
Yeah, this is actually the first I heard of this series. Well, I'm not the gamer. I'm the comic book guy anyway. I haven't even had a chance to look at the trailer. I'm still overexcited over the trailer for Batman Arkham Knight. So, gameplay trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
Oh, God, yeah. Man, they upped their game. No pun.
Throw money at the problem, and there is no problem.
It's like, yeah, and they keep holding it back because they keep wanting to perfect it. I'm like, well, if this is not perfect. Anyway.
Yeah.
Damn, contact lens bothering. I keep blinking. Anyways, comic books are single issue suggestions this week. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, #2, because it's a horror series with Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Come on. Ms. Marvel, #14, because Kamala Khan is just adorable. Thor, #7, because I will keep recommending this comic until Jason Aaron tells us who the female Thor is. Want to know, damn it.
No, you'll never find out.
#5. I was told to recommend that one because I hear he's one bad mother.
Shut your mouth.
But I'm talking about Shaft.
Shaft.
Django Zorro, #6 of 7. Quentin Tarantino's little foray into comics for a little bit with that crossover. Chrononauts, #2 by Mark Miller. I just recently discovered this about a guy who gets lost in time and his best friend going looking for him. So yeah, it's a romantic time travel story. And The Fade Out #5 by Sean Phillips and written by Ed Brubaker, because whenever those two get together, I'm there. Simple as that. Graphic novel suggestions. We're getting a reprint of Batman Adventures Mad Love Deluxe Edition hardcover for $24.99. Grant Morrison's Filth Deluxe Edition hardcover, $29.99. To prepare you for the movie coming out next year, Deadpool Classics Companion trade paperback at $34.99. To prepare you for another Marvel in just a few weeks, Marvel Masterworks Avengers Volume 15 hardcover at $75. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's
cheaper. Men of Wrath trade paperback, $14.99. That's a miniseries that recently came out by Jason Aaron and artist Ron Garney, which I highly recommend. But it's basically a Southern crime series. It's great.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Skrulls Must Die, the complete Skrull Kill Crew trade paperback at $34.99. A little series, if I remember correctly, was written by Warren Ellis. And it had that wonderful cover that was a spoof of the National Lampoon #1, where they put a gun to a Skrull's head, and it says, buy this book, or, and then it scratches out, or it says, and we'll kill this Skrull. Let's see, in comic book news, the very first drawing ever made of Wonder Woman, the concept sketch itself, has recently been put up for sale.
I smell $5 million at auction.
If it's I think $5 million is where you would start for that. I mean, Jesus Christ. I'm surprised that thing still exists.
Well, things like that, they do start high, but they'll start closer. Well, with the Wonder Woman stuff coming out soon, well, eventually soon, bidding will start, in the couple of $100,000 range, and will quickly get up to the millions, but it won't start at $5 million.
All I know is those redesigns are probably not going to help. Oh, good God.
No.
That's okay, Evan.
We'll see what happens.
You got your... And finally, DC Comics has completed their move from New York City to California, Los Angeles, California. Mm-hmm. Marvel responded to a tweet with a GIF of a crying Rocket Raccoon having his tear wiped away by Groot.
Aww.
That's a big deal. I mean, damn, that company's been with New York's forever.
Yeah.
It's like, I think the most they ever moved before this was just from one street to another. So, don't know if that'll improve other projects they're in, like half their TV shows, all their movie plans, their comics. Well, even their animated movies are starting to suffer.
Yeah.
And on that depressing note, now comes the part where we lay some souls to rest. Tom Totals at age 65. A that guy actor, known primarily for work in just about any television show you watched in the 90s. Chances are he was there at least once. James Best, age of 88, who played Sheriff Roscoe P. Coltrane in The Dukes of Hazzard.
Go get him, Roscoe.
Well, now he's chasing the Dukes in the sky. Or he will if they ever bother to join him. And finally, Jeffrey Lewis, age 79, known for being in several Clint Eastwood movies, but is also known for being the producer of Juliette Lewis. He used his penis to make her. She's hot. All right, enough with this depression. Let's move on to some science.
Science!
Yeah, we have no miscellaneous, so this is actually our final subject for the week. It's weird.
Oh dear God! What will we do? No miscellaneous.
No miscellaneous. Probably should have saved the whole Avengers Razor thing for that. Oh well.
Yeah.
In astronomy news, a top NASA scientist expect that we are going to find signs of life within 10 years.
Ooh, it's a bold strategy. A bold statement. Let's see how it works out for him.
Yeah, well, let's clarify for those who don't think it's completely through. We're not saying we're going to find it. We're not necessarily going to find what is the real-life equivalent of a Klingon or those tripod things from War of the Worlds. Just that we'll find some life or signs that there was life somewhere. Yeah, probes out all over the freaking place, so who knows?
Yep. Probably be some single-cell bacterium of some sort.
Yeah, I thought they already found like some evidence, or at least possible evidence that there was like some kind of like simple organisms on Mars or something at some point, but
Disproven as being either too poor of an image to be able to determine, or they hitched a ride on whatever lander landed.
so we may have infected Mars. Good to know.
Yeah, way to go, planetary protection officer at the time. Can't remember her name, damn it.
Yeah, NASA.
Yeah, there's an office of.
We call the Prime Directive.
No, but for anyone that doesn't know, there is one person at NASA that is charged with the job called the Planetary Protection Officer. They make it so we don't infect other planets, and other planets don't infect us with whatever microorganisms may come.
That doesn't mean we can't infect them with some of our stuff, like Taylor Swift music or.
Yeah, that I think NASA really failed on quelling any of Taylor Swift's albums. They've probably been beamed into space, and it's going to destroy some society. I feel bad for that. They just weren't strong enough.
Yeah, we evolved to the point where we can survive that stuff.
Yes.
In technology news, Tesla has released their electric car, the Model S70D, which will be priced at $75,000. But apparently she moves like a dream and can actually build up speed almost silently.
Weren't they pretty much silent before? I mean, it's an electric car. All you hear is the whir of the motor.
Yeah, but this time it's basically, I think this is their fastest car so far. I'm not sure. Or this is just the one they're planning to put into the open market soon. Bit pricey, but
well, the first Model S came out and basic was at like $50,000. So maybe this is a luxury edition of that model.
I'm guessing so. Yeah, we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it looks like some researchers have created an aluminum battery capable of being fully charged in 1 minute.
Yeah, but it suffers on life, I think. It suffers on battery life and length of, and the amount of power stored. However, beautiful concept, and might be able to be applied to other batteries to facilitate fast charging over top of slow charging.
In the meantime, if you're looking for a shortcut, simply take your iPhone and put it in a microwave.
Yeah, that works 100% of the time, guaranteed.
Oh, God, we're bastards. In paleontology, we can now say definitively the Brontosaurus is a dinosaur.
Yay! Hang on, it wasn't before?
I think there was some question for a while there. Like maybe it was some other species of animal or something like that. But no, we decided it is in fact a dinosaur. No word on the appeal for Pluto being a planet, though.
It's not a planet. Sorry. But I believe Jurassic Park stated that it was a dinosaur, therefore it is.
What do they say it is? It's like some kind of small planet, micro planet, I think, or something. I don't know.
Dwarf planet. Dwarf planet.
We shall rename this planet. Then we should rename the planet Dinklage.
Make that a write-in campaign.
Oh God! I recently started reading a 4-part miniseries comic called Big Man Plans by Eric Powell, the guy who created the Goon, a friend of his. And it really is about like a dwarf who is trained to kill people in tunnels in Vietnam. It takes place in 1975, and now he's like apparently got some letter, and some people pissed him off, and he's going and hunting them down one by one. I'm reading this, and I'm like, please, somebody call Peter Dinklage, get this comic in his hands, get the movie made. It's like Death Wish with a dwarf. It's fantastic.
I'm okay with this.
And our final bit of news in zoology. It looks like we have caught on camera a large blue tubular underground creature. No word yet on whether or not it has violated any Japanese schoolgirls.
It probably has. Quick, nuke it. Again.
I saw the picture, man. That thing is freaky looking. Where is it?
Well, did they say that they happen to know what kind of little creature it is, or is it something entirely new?
Well, sorry, sleep deprivation. I haven't had a chance to read the article yet, but it definitely wasn't a little creature. This thing looked huge.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oceans are scary.
Yes, they are. There's shit down there that just doesn't make sense.
We still don't know everything that's down there. God only knows what life is in the bottom of the Marianas Trench.
Scary. That's what life is down there.
Yeah.
Shit that will destroy humanity if it could survive at standard atmospheric pressure.
Hey, Lovecraft, you want to have nightmares? No. And that does it for the news this week. All I can say is everybody watch Daredevil. You'll be thanking me next week.
Yes. And Game of Thrones. Which you're probably already watching, internet people.
Yeah, let's be honest. That's why we don't have viewers right now as we're recording this.
Exactly.
That's okay. We got subscribers. Somebody will watch this. Anyway.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm your friendly neighborhood geekazoid, Evan Ransom. I was happy to have the rabbit with me today.
Yo!
We are here as usual every week about 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on our YouTube channel, or you can catch us also past videos on highclassgeek.com. And, wow, that just about does it. Usually I try to think of something funny to say, but nothing's coming to mind. Oh, well.
Mm-hmm.
See Daredevil.
Indeed.
I am the man without fear.